So be sure to go check them out. Head on over to the site. It, of course, is right up here. There we go. All right, so without much further ado, we are going to start to get ready now to jump into our first match to see what the teams are going to be doing. But of course, as per usual, give us a shout out in the chat. Let us know, who do you think is going to be team to clutch it out, bringing home that winner chicken dinner in our first match, of course, which is going to be over on towards the lovely Erangel match. So without much further ado, let's jump in and see what everyone's getting up to. We're not on the flight path just yet, but let's have a look. Right, so here we are. Day 1, match 1, about to get underway. A few more moments left on the clock. I don't know about you guys, but watching the PMPL Western European Season 2, there's been some absolutely amazing plays coming out. I mean, some pretty impressive stuff. Seen some teams just absolutely demolishing it with regards to those kills. Going to town. I mean, if we look at the last game that we had just yesterday, the last day, I mean, Conquerors coming in pretty strong in that weekend. Just yesterday, bringing in 37 kills. I mean, the players there from Big as well, coming in with a pretty impressive 36 kills. Yeah, that is some tough numbers to beat. But of course, I think the finals are going to be so crazy. These 16 teams have really been grinding, working so hard to make it all the way to this stage. Look at Mr. Dakashi, they're just flexing that Pro League outfit on as well. Oh, there we go. All right, so the final few seconds left on the clock. Let's see what this flight path is bringing in. There we go. So the flight path, as we can see, of course, starting over towards Georgia Ball, heading straight across in towards Lipovka. So a very centralized flight path we've got. But now we're going to wait and see, of course, where that first initial zone will be popping up. I think that is going to be the more important thing. Already we have a few teams starting to make their way on down. And if we look over towards the Erangel map itself and how the teams have actually been performing. If we look at the team, for instance, like the Eastern Stars, they've had 27 matches right on Erangel. Of course, they are positioned over in that 7th slot. And they're running a pretty good winner chicken dinner percentage there, sitting currently on 14.8% chance of them actually gaining a win in this match. I'm curious to see, though, who is going to be the team to step up, grab that win, grab the dub, and of course get us off to a pretty amazing start. But be sure to let me know in the chat, hit us up, give your predictions. Already the players there from Unicorns of Love touching down up in towards North George, making sure that they can go about their business, and of course finding themselves already situated kind of nicely already within this first zone. As we can see, it has now moved up in towards the northwest. So I think the teams should be pretty satisfied with what they have to work with. Of course, we've got a few teams pushing all the way over on towards that far eastern side. You do see the likes there of TSC, as well as the players, of course, coming in from the Exquisite DéCODE team, dropping up in towards Lipovka. Game Lord holding up in towards Jasnaya. Got a pretty decent spread all across the board. Excuse me, of course, dropping up in towards School. We do see the players there from the Extreme Slayers up in towards Rozok. Big going all the way up in towards Savoni. Then we have the players all the way over on this far western side, being the players there from Super Young roster, as well as Nexus, the 4 Romanian boys. We've got the team there from Vodafone Giants up in towards Pachinki, completely uncontested. And then, of course, LMV pushing all the way around towards Primorsk, getting themselves off to a very relaxed and chill looting phase. Not having to worry too much about sharing that loot. They can focus on getting themselves set up before rotating back up into the zone. Now, looking at where the zone has formed, it is situated on that western edge. I'm curious to see whether or not It is actually going to start circling up, or centering up rather, on towards potentially even that Everest mountain. Especially finishing up in this region where we see the 4 Romanian boys. This section of the map can be quite chaotic. But I'm liking the addition of the bit of water that we've got in the mix there. So now we wait to see what the looting phase will bring. Of course, nothing major happening just yet. The team's now just trying to get themselves all settled up. But as we move across, we do see the players here from CHASMAC Gaming now holding up in towards prison. Only a 3-man team coming into this first game. Maybe they'll have 4 when we move up in towards Murmur, but we'll have to wait and see. Everyone is just going to go about their business, get their loot going. But CHASMAC, of course, needs to be a little bit watchful. We do have a bit of company in the vicinity, as we can see EXQUISITE DéCODE. So making their way on through. Reznov grabbing a bit of loot. We've got Alicio, Will, as well as Daddy, MVP for the side here of EXQUISITE. So we don't see any action. Nothing happening really just yet, but I'm curious to see if we're going to have any teams moving towards that southern edge of the zone. Of course, we have that bridge, as well as ferry pier, currently quite open. Could potentially maybe see a few rotations maybe passing past there. I don't think we're going to be seeing anyone really full-on committing or rotating up into that position, but who knows? Maybe they might surprise us and throw a bit of a spanner in the works. Of course, if we look up in it towards Yasnaya, we can see the players here making their way on through. Game Lord looking to grab everything that they can find. Victor and co. A very condensed drop that we've got. Not seeing the teams really spreading themselves out too much. I mean, I know they've been playing against each other for like the past 3 weeks. But I'm still pretty sure that they are looking to test a few strats before they actually make it up into, you know, the finals itself. Get to see if a few strats or a few potential plays could maybe work out. They've had so much time to analyze the competition. Potentially find a way to best combat them. But well, let's see what's going to happen. Of course, now waiting for our first bit of action to come on through. You do see the side there of NEXUS actually moving up onto the side of the mountain, but right up alongside them is the side of the 4 Romanian boys. Here we go, Redox. Ooh, he's keeping a very watchful eye here. You do see Creator, Bam, and Runner just up ahead. But Redox now popping up with that lovely EP28. Right, so just getting a bit of scouting going. I like that. I like that. Not looking to put the team in a compromising position just yet. Getting a lay of the land. Seeing which way would be the best way to potentially rotate up, depending, of course, on where that zone is going to be shifting. The very calculated play coming in here from the 4 Romanian boys. And they're currently sitting on an average of about 11%. 11% likelihood of them actually winning the winner chicken dinner rather on this map. Also sitting on quite a good average of 4.3 when it comes to the amount of kills per game for them. So we have to wait and see what it is they are able to bring on through. Of course, those rotations now coming in. We do see Fresh also just looking to explore a little bit, getting his scout on. Picking up, getting a bit of a lay of the land. Also, only a 3-man team here for the side of Unicorns of Love. Up ahead, of course, is the players there from the super young roster. Actually, quite impressed with just their performance in general. We've seen them in all 3 super weekends, pitching up, getting the job done, performing to their heart's content. In fact, just in this last super weekend, we actually saw them bring in that one winner chicken dinner, and of course 36 kills alongside that for the entire super weekend. So I'm quite interested to see what the teams are going to be bringing to the table. Are they going to look to step it up, mix things up a little bit, potentially trying to be a little bit unpredictable? Or are they going to stick to their guns? Already now we see that engagement coming through on the side of Nexus. Of course, the players here from the Vodafone Giants also making their way around. Ooh, moving in. There we go. A few shots now flying straight across from Ulysses over on towards Prada and Co. Oh, nice retaliation. That is what we want to see. Teams not letting themselves getting shot at. Not going to get that for free, buddy. Seems like the side here of Nexus also, they've been able to bounce back. Trying to see if they can find the angles on towards the 4 Romanian boys. Creator now just seeing whether or not it's safe to move up towards the vehicle. Doesn't want to commit to it just yet. Just in case he's got an eye on himself. But fortunately, he does find the vehicle and he is now able to quickly rotate, reposition up on towards the rest of the team. DB, of course, just up ahead. They might be looking to wrap around the edge of this mountain. Oh, yes, they are pushing closer to center zone, but we can see a lot of the teams having that exact same idea. Here we go, Big now, also making their approach. Heading right up alongside the players here from 4 Romanian boys. 4 Romanian boys, of course, having rotated up in towards the ruins. With Royal over on towards this western edge. But Beast, he's just playing it patiently. Waiting to see if he can find any angle potentially. I like the awareness. I like the caution coming in. Oh, here we go. Up comes Mihi and Swave now also rotating up alongside. They do tend to get a bit aggressive, but here we go. Oh, Royal now finding himself in a very compromising position, getting rushed. Up comes Beast. Down goes Royal. And that is our first fight for today. Now Royal needs to rely on the rest of his team to try and cover him up. Ooh, we got Times just up ahead. Will Machina be able to get the shot? No, Times actually coming in with a beautiful spray. Swave and Go now moving in as we do see Royal getting taken right on down. But now it's a waiting game. Looking to see whether or not the 4 Romanian boys can position themselves in a little bit more of a favorable angle to get the jump on towards Big. Oh, but look at that rotation coming in from Ishi. Trying to sneak up, using that hard cover, using that coastal line. Try and find the off angle. Oh, but he's been spotted. The shots come straight on through. Doran getting hit. Mitchie taking quite a bit of damage in the process as well. But with that, of course, now Redox also having a shot come his way. But the engagements, of course, now starting to find their way on through. It was only a matter of time before these teams start fighting it out. Ooh, up comes a nice reposition. Big now just advancing on towards 4 Romanian boys. Down goes Machina. It is now up to Redox and Doran to try and make this situation work. But of course we do see the side of Extreme Slayers now coming in to render range down on the southern edge. Big getting ready to rush. Oh, so aggressive moving in. Absolutely moving through, but with that, Times goes down. Swave comes up for the quick save, puts the first shot into Doran. Down he goes. The pressure is now on for Redox. Will he be able to get it done? No, down he goes. Beautiful save coming in by Beast. And with that, the side of Big only losing one single player. So that is our first team down for the count. But of course, 15 more remain as we make our way through this next phase. Blue zone, of course, about to start closing in the next 40 seconds or so. So the teams now once again have that opportunity to get themselves positioned either closer to the zone or in a way that they are capable of rotating into the zone. Finding a strong spot. Of course, now as we look on towards the players here from CHASMAC. So I'm struggling with this name today, right? If you hear me keep quiet for like 3 seconds, it's just because I'm trying to pronounce it. But either way, here we go. Excuse me. Now getting ready to move up as well. Oh, trying to find the angles. Is she now doing a few push-ups? Trying to see if he can find the position. Oh, but up right behind them is the side of Game Lord. I'm liking the way they are splitting the pressure here. Also with a bit of an off-angle play coming in here from Bit. Bit by bit, making his way closer to the rest of the team. And we've seen this before where it's actually a little bit of a saving grace having that player coming in on the off angle. Slight tad bit of a late rotation. Really helps in alleviating that pressure. But of course, Prada on the front line. Trying to see if he can find that angle. Meanwhile, we do see the Eastern Stars going to town in the kill feed. But Prada rather looking to advance. Creeping alongside the players here from the CHASMAC gaming team. Oh, the shots finding the way in. Trazen, MZ, and Aza just up ahead. Of course, Reznov making a quick rotation in as we can see the players here from Exquisite just holding on towards Pachinki. But of course, we have the side of the Vodafone Giants now moving up on towards the church. Quite a highly contested position, especially if it is on the eastern side of the zone. Quite a favorable spot to be in. But right behind them, of course, up into the north. Continues to push on towards the place here from the CHASMAC gaming team. Let's see whether or not MZ and Co will be able to hold their own. Trazen just lying in ambush. Blue zone is making its way on through. It is the third phase, so they can't spend too much time in this blue. But Trazen is waiting for Bit to make his play, to show us what he's got. Oh, come on. Will he be able to find the angle? He is getting held up. Oh, Trazen not even waiting around. Comes rushing straight on through. But with that, Aza gets taken on down as well. Trazen gets picked up in the process. And now the pressure is on MZ to try and make this work. 1v3. And that is only talking about the players from Excuse Me holding up on towards the east, up onto the north. Got even more pressure coming on through as the players there from Game Lord are looking to advance their way back up into the zone. Will MZ risk this one? Ooh, the players from Excuse Me now getting ready to get their butts into zone. Hopping in the buggy. Mango still hanging around in the blue. Not pushing up just yet, but of course up towards the church. We see the chaos now unfolding as the players here from the Vodafone Giants comes rushing in on towards the team of Exquisite DéCODE. Daddy now the last remaining hopeful, and down he goes. Oh, Focus and Co just rushing in, looking to clear it up with Nano, of course, landing that finishing blow. But MZ now coming under fire, as well as Mishi is trying to make the push. But Mishi finds himself in a bit of an exposed position. Of course, Game Lord still holding up onto the north. Mishi now needs to be so careful. Prada hoping for that rest to come on through. Down goes Mango. MZ just on fire, trying to make the most of the situation. Already 2 kills on board for the team, one of which of course is owed to Mishi, MZ rather. But as we jump up onto the side of Game Lord, you can see Victor and Co just hugging the northern edge, looking to utilize headshot hills as best they can, looking to spray these ridge lines. Ooh, but Victor taking a little bit of damage. Takashi, see if Akashi will be able to find a good play here. Oh, they're focusing their efforts down south. There we go. Down goes Prada. It is now up to Mishi. Mishi now just trying to hide in the smoke, but Robs, oh, finds the head right on through. Down he goes. Beautiful execution style play. But now, of course, jumping back over towards the Extreme Slayers. You can see they're keeping a very watchful eye on the Vodafone Giants. Vodafone Giants, of course, looking to rotate along that southern edge. Looking to play the long game. 11 teams remain. Only 36 players alive. If we have a quick look at the zone, we can see, of course, it is centered up all right into this region, in which I've earlier said it is going to be quite a chaotic zone. But the pressure is definitely mounting, as we can see all the teams just trying to play it on the edge of zone, or rather so many of these teams. But as we look onto the super young roster here, looking to push in onto the team from Nexus Gaming. Ooh, a little bit of a cheeky rush coming through here by Ali. Down they go. Oh, nice. Rana, Bam, and Co just going to town as they find beautiful spray. Sick also now getting taken down, and it is up to Faker to make this work. Beautiful defensive play coming in from the side of Nexus, but oh, there we go. Bam! Comes in with a hit and takes down Faker to get the squad wipe. However, we do see Nishi now on the opposite end, trying to come in with a bit of a third-party spray. Unicorns of Love, of course, right there alongside Nexus. Oh, but Unicorns caught out in the blue zone. It's going to be a very difficult play. Fresh now, of course, trying to find the... Oh, a cheeky strat to get around. See whether or not they'll be able to get this job done. GK first, also holding up now, quickly getting the res up onto Rolkus. Oh, such a risky play. Just barely on the edge of blue. But of course now this is where Nexus are going to be looking to capitalize on this possession. Beautiful spray down coming in from GK first though. Oh, Bam getting a little bit cheeky, but up comes Rolkus with a big brain play, rotating in behind them and taking them right on down, shifting up onto the back seat so quickly. But of course, now we move on. Players from Big looking to reposition back into zone, coming in from the north. Unicorns of Love right alongside them. A little bit further down towards the south, we do see the players there from the Eastern Stars looking to make their way on through. But as we look onto the east, it is highly contested and congested. Game Lord, we've got the players here from Extreme Slayers as well, looking to hold their own. The pressure is on, the vehicles rushing on in. But look at this, Robs. Oh, he's looking confident. Will he find the angle? Oh, come on. Nice and cheeky shot onto Nashi. There we go. That is what I want to see. Game Lord looking so good. They have the numbers advantage. They move on through. And with that, of course, they take down the entirety of the Extreme Slayers. But here we go. Plays from Game Lord. Ooh. Oh, come on. Now having to make a bit of a stand on the east. Already getting that squad wipe in. 6 kills on board. Oh, come on. Narvalo. Quickly ducking down back into cover. The rest of the team still positioned up onto the north. Oh, but this is going to be such a tough play. Big coming in right alongside them. Such a beautiful ridge. Oh, look at that. Team Doom getting sent to their doom right down below. Oh, action. Looking to get a good position. But with that, of course, gets taken right on down. Rolkus just finding a beautiful, cheeky angle. Just really causing so much chaos here. But here we go. Big looking to push on through. Looking to play the ridge line. But that zone has shifted down towards the south now. Opening up the opportunities onto the teams further down south. The Beast now in a tough spot. Ooh. Game Lord just holding on to the east. Also still having to find their way back into zone. But they have a bit of a challenge at hand. Because right above them, we can see the players here from Vodafone Giants just perched up on the high ground. Looking to cause as much chaos, as much havoc as they can. Of course, the first shot goes straight up into Beast. Swave now also looking to move on through. Robs gets the confirm. But here we go. The pressure is on. Sebi now just playing the edge. Nano really getting that anchor point set up. We do have Bazzi right there as well for the Eastern Stars. The last remaining hopeful. Of course, Kapahala and Athos getting taken right on down. Nano right there behind. him. Oh, up comes the hit from behind. Nano sneaking in. Oh, Swave now feeling the pressure. Unicorns of Love advancing their way into zone. Coming up from the north. 3v1 situation here for Swave, but he spots Victor off in the distance. Down he goes. Oh, Nano getting lit up there by Molly as well. Oh, now it's all down to position. All down to timing. Swave coming in with a cheeky shot. Oh, look at this. Oh, so insane. The players there from Game Lord, of course, now looking to show a bit of dominance over on towards this eastern edge. But here we go. Rob's now flying through the smoke. Coming in, trying to snake his way up. But Swave so quick with his finger on the trigger there. Fighting the spray down. Oh, gets yet another confirm on through. And now it is up to Akashi to try and make it work. But of course, Swave gets spotted out. Oh, and gets eliminated as Fresh comes up from the side. Of course, up comes a cheeky grenade. Just a little bit too late. But still cheeky. Here we go. Akashi now looking to sneak up into zone. Putting down the smokes. The pressure is on. With that, the vehicle gets exploded, and Unicorns of Love pick up yet another kill. LMV perks. Oh, completely isolated over on towards that southwestern side of the zone. But it's the three remaining teams. It is Unicorns of Love. It is the Vodafone Giants up against LMV perks. And I guess there's probably a few perks making it all the way up into this late phase of the zone. Of course, aside from kills, there's also, you know, the lovely point distribution. Looking at the sheer numbers coming in, I wouldn't be surprised if Unicorns of Love clutch this one out. They do have the numbers. They do have the position. And now it is up to LMV as well as Nano and Sebi to rotate their way back up in towards zone. But here we go. Sebi now, oh, taking the big leap of faith, but rushes up alongside Perks. Delivering himself on a silver platter. Also now allowing for Nano to come in with a bit of a third-party play. Oh, finds the first few shots up in towards Perks, but it's so difficult to get to confirm on the spray. Perks now just hogging this hay bale as best he can. The buggy and the hay bale being his only cover. He needs to be so careful. Blue zone is starting to close on in. Unicorns of Love spread out up ahead. It is going to be such a tough play. But nothing is confirmed just yet. Nano sneaking up. Oh, he needs to watch out. GK first. Holding up right ahead of him. All the efforts now being focused on the Unicorns of Love down to the two remaining players. Standing between them and the first winner chicken dinner of the day. Rolkus now getting a little bit cheeky as he makes his way on through the zone. Showing them where the perimeter is. Where the line is that they shouldn't try and cross. Oh, but a nice back and forth. Beautiful exchange. Rolkus now, of course, just clearing out all the trees, all the potential hiding spots he can put himself into. And with that, Perks gets taken right on down. Oh, and they spot out the final player standing between them and that winner chicken dinner. Unicorns of Love with only a three-man team swooping in. And of course, claiming themselves the first chicken of the day. 15 kills on board. The players here from the Vodafone Giants taking that second place. Good effort. 8 kills. And then, of course, LMV making it all the way up into that top 3. Perks finishing off there with 1 kill for the team. We have the players there from Game Lord as well now taking 4th place with 8 kills on board. Big finishing strong on 8 kills as well. We've got the Eastern Stars on 4 kills. And as we move our way on down, we do also see the players here from CONQUEROR finishing with 2 on board. Nexus with 4. We have the players, of course, also from EXQUISITE with 2 kills. We have the team there from the CHASMAC gaming team finishing on 2 kills as well over in 13th. Then we have EXQUISITE with 1, as well as the 4 Romanian boys finishing with 1 kill as well. So there we go. There we have it. That was our first match. Some pretty crazy plays. Pretty tough rotations. But of course, Unicorns of Love finishing with all the players that they started with. So does that actually count as finishing with a full squad? I don't know. I'll just say yes for no. But of course, a really interesting start to our first match. But that was only the first one. We still have 3 more to come. Next up, we are going to be heading over in towards Miramar to see what the teams have in store for us. So of course, we are going to be jumping into a quick break. We should be back in about 10 minutes or so. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll see you guys back in a short few. What's up, guys? Welcome back. All right, so we're getting ready to move into our second match of the day, of course, heading straight over on towards Miramar. But I gotta say, that first match, of course, was pretty exciting. Now, looking at how the teams performed there, of course, no surprise to see Unicorns of Love finishing so strong in that game. We did have the guys, of course, on the broadcast itself. On the Super Weekend broadcast, we did have Mr. Max, of course, saying that they were kind of expecting Unicorns of Love to come back so strong. And well, that is exactly what they did. But now as we're getting ready to move up in towards Miramar, we now have that opportunity to see what the teams are going to do in this next match. So expecting quite a few interesting plays to come on through from this. And of course, if we look over back to our last Super Weekend, this is the game in which we saw Conqueror, Game Lord, as well as the Eastern Stars being able to get a winner chicken dinner. But speaking of which, let's hop onto the plane and see where these teams are heading down to. Right, so, well, we've got our plane coming in from that southwestern side over towards Los Higos, making its way all the way across over towards El Azahar. So very southern flight path, but of course it is passing right across the ever lovely Los Leones. So pushing up on towards El Pozo, Crater Fields, water treatment, even San Martin is going to be quite a bit of a challenge. And if the teams are looking to head up all that way, we'll definitely see him dropping down, grabbing the vehicles, getting their butts right on over towards there. But I'm curious to see what Excuse Me, as well as, well, again, Unicorns of Love, 4 Romanian boys, as well as Big, are going to be doing on this map. Because they have an average of about 7 or 6 kills on Miramar. And this is based just on the last Super Weekend. And if we look back a little bit further to the previous Super Weekend, Unicorns of Love, again, sitting with an average of about 12 kills per game on Miramar. Right behind them, of course, we have the players there from LMV sitting on 7 alongside Exquisite DéCODE. So I'm curious to see how the teams are going to be looking to perform as they come into this match. And now speaking about performances, woo, we're going to be seeing quite a bit of that as our flight path is down south and the zone is all the way over on towards that western edge. Man, it's going to be a tough play. Already quite a bit of the map there, as we can see, being that unplayable area, but the teams now all dropping down along the southern edge. We do see Nexus and the 4 Romanian boys sharing Los Leones, with Nexus being on the safe side of that kind of split. And of course, we do see players there from Conquerors and Excuse Me in pretty close proximity up in towards Picardo. Look a little bit further away, we do have the players there from LMV as well as Team Doom up in towards Tierra Bronca and El Azahar. Also, we do see the players there from Exquisite DéCODE right there alongside them. But now we've got to wait and see what these teams are going to be doing. I'm curious to see whether or not the side here of the Vodafone Giants are going to be looking to fortify their position up in towards Monte Nuevo. It is quite a favorable spot, but also those mountains just a little bit further away, closer towards Power Grid. In fact, that entire ridge line passing in between the Power Grid and Picardo is usually quite a favorable and favored position to be in. But we have to wait and see where exactly the teams will be going. But Bam already just exploring the edge of zone. Ooh. Curious to see whether or not he's going to find himself running up into the company. It looks so much closer if we look from the map, but of course this is Miramar. Things do appear a little bit closer than they actually are. It's kind of the opposite to what you would have in your car's rear view mirrors. But now it is a bit of a waiting game to see who's going to be the first team to get down to business, to start lighting it up. Seems like Nexus might actually be getting ready to head a little bit further up in towards the zone itself. In fact, I think that whole northern section closer towards El Paso could actually be quite interesting to move into. I'm curious to see whether or not everyone's going to try and rotate up in towards Power Grid, or even that compound we have just southeast of El Paso, right there alongside the road, like this one smack dab center. This compound right here. If you can't see it, I'm pointing with my finger, trust me. But of course now we have to wait and see where exactly they go. The players here from Game Lord holding up in towards San Martin, staying pretty close to the cliff side here. Going about their business, getting their loot ready and sorted. Of course, Spicy being one of the players a little bit further up, closer towards the northern edge. TSC also kind of sharing the space here with them. We do see them, a Tam of course, over towards the cigar there. But now it is a waiting game, looking to see where the teams are going to be looking to rotate up into. A very split play, though, coming in from the Vodafone Giants here. As we do see Focus and Ulysses actually holding on to that southern and eastern kind of position, with Sebi and Nano going further up in towards the north. But it does seem like they are looking to spread themselves out to gather as much information as they possibly can. Also looking over to the side of Conqueror, we do see Reeves and the rest of the team now just rotating through Picardo, heading closer up towards that kind of power grid position. But they do find themselves, of course, rotating up alongside the players here. Excuse me. Oh, here we go, Vito. Spotted some movement. Oh, finds Tika up ahead. There we go. Finds quite a bit of damage, though. Unfortunately, not getting the knock just yet. But Tika just managing to duck in behind the hard cover, just in the nick of time. Oh, up comes a little bit of a suppressive prey. Mango now trying to play that off angle. Oh, putting that Mini 14 to good use. What an interesting name this is, Mango. Just hang in there, you'll get it. Alright, let's look at what the rest of the team is doing. We've got Tika. We've got Michi. As well as Prada. Ooh. Alright, so Prada just coming up the rear. Do you have the rest of the shots, of course, flying up here from Michi now over on towards Vito. Vito again just ducking in behind the ridgeline. As the Enco now looking to see if they can find a way to potentially wrap around them. Oh, so much focus coming in here. As you can see, the players of Conqueror, they are just trying everything in their arsenal. Oh, to try and get the hits in. But with that, of course, Reeves now gets hit. Oh, Azzy. A little bit closer. But not too close for comfort just yet. You see Tika from the distance. Gonna be a bit of an annoyance. Oh, Azzy not finding the hit just yet with the Scar L. It's quite tough to get that spray in such a long distance at this range. Let's see what will happen. Come on. Oh, might be a bit of a render glitch. You see the players there from the super young roster also now lighting it up in the kill feed. Yes, Tika just hiding behind that ridge line. Let's have a quick look and see where the action is unfolding. Oh, let's jump straight up in towards that super young roster. There we go. Finds the hits up in towards NEXUS. A beautiful rush actually coming in from them. As we do see Sik and Alush not wasting a moment, coming right up to the front door. Creator and Co now looking to hold on. Rana and Bam. Dewey getting sent back into the lobby. Now it is a 3v4. Ali for the side there of Super Young roster. Just holding that off angle. Oh, but does get spotted out. Oh, tries to avoid the shots, but a few find their way on in. Up comes Faker. Trying to play it up the side. The Creator is going to be focusing his efforts to try and keep that off-angle play suppressed for the time being. Rana and Bam focusing on the players right in front of them here. He faking out. Ooh, looking to send that nade over. Finds it right up towards the vehicle. Oh, forces the push. Nice. Down goes Alush though. Oh, here we go. Getting right down to business. Faker looking to find the hits. Oh, but down he goes. Beautiful defensive play coming in from the side here of Nexus. And now everything is riding on Ali to avenge their teammates. Find the hits. But Creator, he hasn't forgotten about him just yet. Or will we see Creator creating a squad wipe? Or will it be the side of Nexus getting wiped out in the process? Down goes Sick. Alush could potentially be the next one to go down. This, of course, now allows for the side of Nexus to get rest up completely. But up comes Exquisite. Actually, with a beautiful third-party play in on them. This is now that opportunity that the side of the super young roster has been waiting for to get their teammates back up. Just stand a bit of a fighting chance. But up comes the 4 Romanian boys as well. Ooh, just rotating by. They've heard the fights. Now they come to inspect. Ali, of course, going for the res. Machina now. Grabbing a little bit of loot, as one does. Nothing wrong with that. But we do have Doran here as well. Ooh, the super young roster now getting ready to rotate out. Alush is up. Oh, down he goes once again. Doran almost getting knocked out. Machina now looking to push on in. Ali now getting forced to make a bit of a play. There's no way out of this situation. Gonna try and get the vehicle. Trying to rotate out, but of course will put himself in a bit of a vulnerable position. Fortunately. Oh, here's a bit of a distraction coming in as the 4 Romanian boys move up and take, well, the grunt of the pressure there as we jump over towards the place here from, oh, the CHASMAC team. CHASMAC Gaming, let's see. As now finding a quick spray down. But this is where Exquisite now is looking to push on in. Up comes Elizio. Pressure is on. Oh, MZ and Azza. MZ now quickly ducking in behind some hard cover. Looking to get the meds in. Manages to get the first aid. Alright. The first med kit down. Elizio now to third body peeking the hill. There we go. The shots come through. The rush is on. Oh, come on. Oh, Elizio. Swooping in, sending them right back into the lobby. Down goes MZ. But of course, Elizio not out of danger just yet. We do see the side of Big also holding up in the blue. It is only the second phase, so the teams can actually afford to spend a little bit of time in the blue still. But the closer we get to that 4th and 5th phase, they need to focus on trying to get ahead of the blue. I'm pretty sure they are fully aware of that. But here we go now. Mishi quickly popping that quick energy drink. Spots a bit of movement off in the distance. Ooh, the zone pops up once again, continuing further towards the west. Now this is where the side of the Vodafone Giants are going to find themselves in such a favorable position. Smack dab center zone. Completely uncontested over on towards that western side. And I'm curious to see if we're going to have any teams that are potentially looking to rotate up onto that edge. Meanwhile, we do see the side of Nexus now getting taken right on down at the hand of the 4 Romanian boys. But of course, we do see the players here from the Extreme Slayers in the vicinity. Now looking to push further back up in towards zone. Up comes Noshi. Taking the scenic route back up into zone. This should be fairly smooth sailing for them. There's a lot of the remaining teams still find themselves either on the edge of the safe zone or positioned out in the blue. But here we go. Not quite sure what Daddy's going to try and get up to. It is Daddy and Elizio, the 2 remaining players for Exquisite. Right, so off they go. Ooh, Elizio actually finding the knock. There we go. Just positioned outside of Picardo. Big now. trying to apply a bit of pressure. Oh, there we go. Swave getting taken down by the blue. Big assist coming in from Elisio. Beast now quickly trying to recover some health up ahead. Mishi also right there alongside him, finding the first few hits up on towards Daddy. But now it is up to Elisio. Try and make the work. Oh, so much pressure coming through. Mishi's going to be coming flying down the hill. Beast. Oh, such a tough spot. Not really able to get ahead of the damage just yet. But now it is a face-off between Elisio and Mishi. And of course the rest of the big team as well. But Elisio got in a 1v3 situation. Make that a 1v2. 1v2. Oh. Mishi taking the long way around. But let's jump up onto the edge of the zone as we can see the players now from Conqueror getting ready and aggressive as they move up alongside the players here from Excuse Me. Reeves now cooking up the nades, looking to send them on through. Oh, here we go. Up comes the big push. Azzy rushing straight up into the mix of it. Oh, Mango. Come on. It is up to Tika and Mishi to hold on. Oh, Reeves with a bit of a jump shot. Tries to pick up the angle, but it quickly pops out. Up comes the blue zone as well. Now it is up to Tika. Will he get the shot onto Vito? Come on. Vito so close. Grabs that buggy and now rushes back into safety. Trying to get ahead of the blue. But here we go. Vito now. Oh, looking to see if he can find that res. But up comes Agashi. Beautiful. Long-range third-party spray. Ooh, sending the whole side of Conqueror right back into the lobby. Beautiful stuff. And now, of course, 11 teams remain. Pressure is going to be on, especially in that center position. We do see Nano here trying to hold up, of course, as we do see the players here from Extreme Slayers now making their way up. Bardot coming in. Oh, there we go. Trying to pick off players coming in from the Vodafone Giants as they rotate into this compound. But Focus already set up. We do see Holes holding on that off angle. Noshi already in the building. Oh, Elisio getting taken down by the blue. Noshi trying to find the angle up the hill. It's going to be quite tricky. Bumpy also right here. Focus just down below. Is going to be a thorn in the side of the players here from the Extreme Slayers. We don't know just yet, but of course, we do see a Holes getting taken down right up ahead. Focus now opening up the doors. He's prepping himself for this rush. Nano holding on. Up comes the 4 Romanian boys also moving up. Oh, so exposed out in the open. Up comes Red Ox. Is he going to try and steal the kill onto Hold? Yes, spots the opportunity. Steals the kills. 5 on board for them. Takes quite a bit of damage though. Oh, but here we go. Agashi coming in with those third-party plays up on the hill. Talk about opportunistic play. 4 Romanian boys getting caught in between a rock and a hard place. Not finding the angles just yet. But it's going to be so tough to play from there. And of course, now they need to deal with the threat coming in from behind. We do have the Extreme Slayers, the Vodafone Giants, as well as Unicorns of Love moving in. Here comes GK first, and Rolkus, of course, now looking to push even further forward. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ulysses now rushing in, but of course, they get picked up from behind. Down goes Nano. Sebi looking to still play on the ridge line. Such a difficult position to play. Oh, come on, Sebi. Spots Lin, but it is a little bit too late. Rolkus finds the hit onto Nano. Lin finds it up onto Sebi, and now it is all on the shoulders of Focus and Ulysses to try and bring this one home. Will they get the squad wipe? Of course, now trying to rush up the staircase. Takes down Noshi. And with that, alleviates a little bit of that pressure coming in for the players, of course, of the Extreme Slayers. But they're not in the clear. Unicorns of Love holding on the high ground. Looking to wrap around over towards the northern edge. But up ahead, we do see the blaze there from LMV Gaming as well. So Unicorns need to be careful with how they play this one. Can't rotate too far north just yet. LMV having pretty good positions in the compound up ahead. The pressure is going to be on. There we go. We do see, excuse me, now also getting a few shots gone through. Now up comes the side of TSC. Tam and Co. Quickly sneaking up into almost center zone. We do have a few engagements also just on the off angle of the zone. Oh, excuse me. Getting eliminated. Down goes Mango. The Vodafone Giants still holding on to the compound. But now just on the outskirts of zone. They need to find that way back up into possession. Out comes GK first. Focus now, trying a bit of pre-fire. Oh, but they rush straight on through. Gets the first knock, but down goes Focus. Up to Ulysses. Will he be able to get the job done as the rush continues to flow? Oh, down they go. Beautiful rush coming in from Unicorns of Love. But now Game Lord looking to make a bit of a stand over on towards the eastern side. The blue zone getting ready to pop once again. Here we go. Rob's now trying the off-angle play. Just fishing through the smoke. Finds the first few hits onto Royal. And now it is up to Spicy. Oh, that blue zone just inching its way forward. 7 teams remain. GK first now, trying to push on through. Trying to see if he can find that angle on towards the 4 Romanian boys. Fortunately, Lin and Fresh is there as well to provide some backup. Rolkers, of course, and getting rest right on up. GK first holding up on the front line. Tries to get the first one through. Oh, but Doran comes in, picks up Lin in the process. GK first takes quite a bit of damage. Goes right on down. It is up to Fresh. Now the grenades continue to fly. The utilities just getting sent on through. Really amazing stuff. Now it is all about finding that opportune moment to strike. Oh, the 4 Romanian boys are getting picked up by the side of the Game Lords. Up on the hill, we can see Spicy and Robs looking to make a bit of a play. Fresh now tending to GK first. Looking to get the Unicorns of Love back up into fighting form, but Unreal holding up on the off angle. This could be such a beautiful play coming through. Team Doom, only 1 kill on board. Oh, Unicorns of Love finding the shots all the way across, actually, onto the team there from TSC. Tam getting knocked on down. It is up to Shaman now. Unreal turns and takes the full. Oh. Grabs the opportunity, of course, there with both hands. Shaman now the last remaining hopeful here for TSC. Game Lords now looking to rotate back up in towards zone. TSC is so close, as you can see. Shaman now coming up. Oh, up comes the rush. A little bit of free fire. Unicorns of Love now still trying to push on through, trying to find that angle on towards the 4 Romanian boys. 4 Romanian boys just utilizing the ridge, using that extra bit of hard cover. But up comes GK first. Oh! Down he goes as Redox finds the angle. It is now up to Fresh. Finds the first. Come on, continue. Oh, next hit comes in and Doran closes it out, sending Unicorns of Love right back into the lobby. Game Lord coming up with the quick rotations. We see Robs looking to make a bit of a play. Spicy holding on. Oh, is this going to be the thing? No, down goes Robs. It is up to Spicy, so low on health. Oh, come on. 4 Romanian boys playing that compound so well. Or not the compound, the position. Oh, up comes the blue. Will Spicy make it out of this one? I don't think so. so much crossfire just finding its way across. Shaman keeping a very watchful eye. LMV, of course, now pushing up on Shaman. Up comes the rush. Oh, what a play. Head on. Get the head. And 2 teams now remain. It is LMV up against the 4 Romanian boys. Absolutely insane. I mean, this is such a beautiful rush coming through from them. As we know, 4 Romanian boys have not been able to pick up a win on Miramar in the last Super Weekend, or even the Super Weekend before that. They've only won 1 Miramar game so far in the Super Weekends, and that was way back in our first Super Weekend, day 3. In which they finished with 7 kills alongside the 15 placement points. Will we see yet another winner chicken dinner come in for them in this game? Of course, they are going up against the full side of LMV. LMV also having had 1 winner chicken dinner. Theirs was all the way back on Super Weekend 2, day 2. Now, the trade-off is coming through for Romanian boys and LMV, both finding themselves with the same amount of shares in the zone. But fortunately for LMV, they do have a bit of a hard cover. Oh! But it doesn't matter. The side of the 4 Romanian boys are going to try and push them out of their little hidey holes. But here we go. Dorian now getting spotted up ahead. Oh, come on. LMV trying to go toe-to-toe with them. It is a 2v3. With Dorian now getting knocked, it is a 2v2. Where we see Talon and Love now make it through this. Talon now quickly trying to heal on. Up comes Ralph. Oh, Redox find the headers up to Talon. Come on, down they go. 4 Romanian boys sneak their way on through with a beautiful win, finishing so strong on 14 kills, almost achieving what they got in that first Super Weekend. So beautiful. What a way to close it. Oh, in fact, no, they got double the kills. Well, never mind me. See, so this worked so well in their favor. 4 Romanian boys just improving on the first chicken they got on the Super Weekends. But of course, as we move on down, we do see the side here of LMV finishing in that 2nd position with 1 kill on board. Game Lord finishing in 3rd place, coming in with 6 kills. And of course, we have the side of TSC finishing on 2. Unicorns of Love finishing in 5th place. And also, well, with 7 kills on board. Big taking 4 kills in this match. Doom taking 2. We got the players there, of course, from the Vodafone Giants finishing on 3 kills. We got Excuse Me on 5. We do see the Extreme Slayers with 1 kill. Exquisite finishing on 6. We got the players there from Nexus on 2 kills. Then, of course, the side there of the CHASMAC gaming team finishing on 2 kills, as well as the super young roster finishing on 1 kill as well. So some pretty impressive gameplay coming in today. Got to give it to the side of the 4 Romanian boys. Beautiful finish. And just doubling the kills that they were able to find on the Super Weekend day 3. Absolutely beautiful stuff. But of course, that is what we want to see. I don't know about you guys, but I'm so excited to see how these teams are going to be performing once they make it onto the stage of the finals itself. But of course, speaking of which, we are going to get ready to move into our 2nd or 3rd match, rather, of the day. It is going to be over on towards Sanok. So be sure to stay tuned, and we'll be back in a short few minutes with the next match. See you in a bit. What's up, guys? Welcome back. All right, so we're getting ready to move into our first match. Of course, we are going to be heading straight up in towards CHASMAC. So we are about to jump on that plane. So get your predictions in. Let me know, who do you think is going to be the team to clutch it out on this game? So, of course, without much further ado, here we go, jumping straight into the action. We see our flight path coming in from the south, heading straight up towards the north. Now, as we know, on a map like CHASMAC, the flight path doesn't matter all too much. What's more important is, of course, where that zone is going to be forming and what the teams are going to be doing with that. Now we wait to see what's cooking, what the players have in store for us. And we've got an extra team. So that adds a little bit to the excitement here. So I'm curious to see who's going to be the team to step up and grab the dub. Of course, we've seen Game Lord, Eastern Stars, Conqueror, as well as the players coming in from, well, kind of all over the place, finding themselves grabbing winner chicken dinners. Unicorns of Love have grabbed one. We've had the players there from TSC Legends, as well as Nexus Gaming. And most recently, we had the super young roster, as well as the players coming in from kind of all over the place, just finding themselves in a really good position, bringing in those winner chicken dinners. So I'm curious to see what the teams are going to be doing in this one. Who's going to be the team to step up, grab the dub, grab the win, and of course, secure themselves that lovely winner chicken dinner. So give me your predictions. As we can see, of course, the zone is sitting once again over on towards the northwestern side. So really good spread coming in from the teams here. We do have our surprise team sitting up here in boot camp. I'm not quite sure who this is, but as we can see, it is Andre, Neymar, and Bang. So maybe they'll go out with a bang. We have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. But of course, the rest of the lobby is still fairly spread out. A lot of motion, a lot of commotion actually coming in. Conqueror now moving up on towards the mountains, up on in that northwestern side, alongside the side of the place from the Eastern Stars. As you can see, Nurozu. Right, so I think we're going to be doing a quick rehost, just to make sure that, you know, we've got everyone in the lobby that is supposed to be there. Not quite sure how that last bit happened, how we had the extra team joining us. But while we sort that out, be sure to let me know in the chat, who do you think is going to be the team to steal that winner chicken dinner? And meanwhile, yeah, we're going to be heading back into our waiting screen. So see you guys back in a short few moments. All right, so here we go, getting ready to roll into the action. Once again, the room, of course, having been rehosted. We've got all the teams in here that need to be in the lobby. But, of course, we are getting ready to roll on through. Now, yeah, it's going to be quite exciting to see what Sanhok has in store for us. We've seen Game Lord, Eastern Stars, the side of Conqueror EU, as well as the players from Big, Nexus, Exquisite, Decode. Then, of course, also the players coming in from Excuse Me, as well as the super young roster. All these teams have all had their opportunity at winning a winner chicken dinner on Sanhok. So now we're going to have to wait and see which of those teams are going to be our repeat team. But, of course, speaking about repeat, let's jump straight in and see what the flight path is bringing us, as it is coming in from that northwestern side, heading straight on over on towards the southeast. It's a very centralized flight path we've got. But now we got to wait once again to see where that zone is going to be taking us. As we did have just before the rehost, we went all the way up in towards northwest. So now we look to see who's going to be the team to come in, steal it away. The last time we saw these teams, of course, over on Sanhok, it was the side of Excuse Me, who was the team who got the dub. So will we see them step up and claim yet another victory? We'll have to wait for that. Of course, Reeves getting quite aggressive in the early game. Vito even getting knocked right on down. But this time around, the zone has actually shifted up over towards the southwest, the southeastern side. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what the teams have in store for us. Players there from Extreme Slayers still making their way down. A little bit of a long parachute for them as they head up in towards Camp Charlie and the surrounding area. But now they find themselves having to share that space with the side of Team Doom and even potentially the side of Exquisite. But Exquisite actually coming in with a very split drop. As you can see, Will and Eliseo dropping up in towards Painan. Then we've got Reznov and Daddy actually going up north and south. So curious to see how the split is going to work out. Whether they're going to look to condense the split a little bit further down the line. Of course, now speaking about down the line, Tam Tam is right downstream from them. At least the northern split coming in from the side of Exquisite. You see Bujo, Yaya, and Shaman. So now making their way on through. We got a bit of quarry action as well. Also a very split drop coming in for the side of TSC. It's not going to take long until we find our next bit of action. And already we see Eliseo and Will, as well as Daddy MVP, moving up on Tam Tam. So the pressure is on Tam Tam now. Oh, needs to try and escape. Oh, beautiful retaliation. Quick turnaround coming in from Tam Tam. Getting right down to business. See if the TSC Legends can get anything done. They weren't able to get any wins, any chicken dinners on the super weekends. So maybe they could change it up. We know that, of course, in the league days, in Super League, in the weekly, in the league play of week 2. Wow, that was so difficult. We did see 2 chickens actually coming in for them. That was all the way over in day 3. Ooh. Oh, well, 1 chicken coming in. Yes. And now Tam Tam is down. Let's see if Bujo and Shaman will be able to avenge and potentially rescue their teammate. Oh, no, with that, Tam Tam goes right on down. So there goes our 2nd confirmed kill for the game so far. So still we see quite a big concentration of teams holding on to the outskirts of the zone. LMV, the players coming in from CHASMAC Gaming, as well as Game Lord, Conqueror, Eastern Stars, Big, the super young roster, Unicorns of Love, all these teams still need to make their way back up into the zone. They have a little bit of time. Blue zone is closing in, as you can see. But it's only the first phase. So it's not going to be doing too much damage to them. It's not going to be forcing their hand just yet. But speaking about forcing hands, we do see Reznov right here alongside Bujo. Out goes the nade. Shock and awe approach. Trying to make it back up in towards the position. Unfortunately for Reznov, the person he's looking for has already rotated away, moving further over towards the east, rejoining with the rest of the team. Tijaya and Kona just holding up the compound. A little bit further down the hill. Ooh, but Nexus about to get into a bit of a tussle here. Up in towards Bun. Excuse me, just up ahead. But bam, all alone. Ooh, a very split position here by the side of Nexus. Curious to see whether or not they are going to be looking to join up with Bam. Just played kind of a little bit more of a range game. Well, Rana does find the angle on towards Mishi up ahead. We do see Mango also just holding a little bit further on towards the west. Nothing has been decided just yet. Mishi does manage to duck in behind the rock to recover some health. Does have the assistance of Prada also up ahead. Prada and Bam now side by side, cheek by cheek. Oh, there we go. Faker finds one trade-off on towards Swave. See if we can jump up into the action. See where that's happening. Ooh, what? Super young roster taking out the full side of Big. Down it, they all go. Full squad wipe coming in. And not losing a single player. Sick did get knocked out, but fortunately getting raised up. So with that, the super young roster right back up into fighting form. Now it's all a matter of finding those positions, getting those rotations done. Unicorns of Love, of course, still taking their time, not rushing into the zone just yet. Same can be said for super young roster, the Eastern Stars, as well as the players there coming in for the side of Conqueror. But we do see Bam now getting a beautiful knock in for Nexus with that Doobie. Gets the hit on towards Prada. So, excuse me, down by one. Mishi still holding in the distance. Not looking to expose himself, but they are pretty aware of where he is. So Mishi needs to be so careful. Oh, there we go. He does get spotted, but manages to quickly rotate up. Up comes Mango. Trying to apply a bit of suppressive fire here. Tika also coming in on the off angle. But they need to be very cautious. This is Sanok, a very close quarter map. Make too much noise, you could get rushed by several other teams. In fact, we can see the players there from the four Romanian boys also moving in on the distance. And here they come with a beautiful third party onto Mango now. Down he goes. It's up to Mishi now to try and hold them off. Tika also there to provide some support. But out comes the rush now in from behind as Nexus utilizes opportunity. Get a little bit closer. Potentially get that squad wipe in on, excuse me. So Mishi now just playing the waiting game. Oh, but here we go. LMV also making their way on up in towards the zone. Oh, just managing to sneak their way through the opposition. Squeezing past, excuse me, Nexus as well as the CHASMAC gaming team there. Even sneaking right up alongside the players here. Oh, from the Vodafone Giants. Perks find the first few hits. Oh, but now the pressure is on. Looking to play with the truck. Tapping away at the vehicles they can see, rendering off in the distance. Focus and team now just holding up. Looking to only make this play when it suits them. So much control, so much confidence coming in. Focus doesn't even seem to be too phased by the shots flying in his direction. But here goes Sebi and Burkus now looking to rotate up. Surfing up alongside the edge of the zone. Ooh, yeah, you gotta watch out for those railings. Utilizing the hard cover. Using Kampong as their hard cover to rotate up alongside the players here from LMV. Now, you see Perks just scanning the back end, making sure that he doesn't get pushed up from behind. But he's in such a position that he can't see the advances coming in. And the Giants could potentially just utilize that to their advantage. Sneak on in. We do see Noshi up ahead. Quick rush coming in from Perks, trying to set up that anchor point. So they have somewhere to rotate if the pressure gets a little bit too much. Also, we do see the players there from Conquerors now jumping in their vehicles. Reeves, the first one out of the blue zone. Sticking to edge of zone. But still so many teams yet to rotate up in towards the zone. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of action up in the far north. Nexus up against the side here of the CHASMAC gaming team. A little bit of a split coming in from them. Does seem to be like a 1-2 split or 1-1-2 split. Oh, there we go. Azza now trying to find himself in that off-angle approach. But of course, excuse me, also moving up alongside them. Bam now trying to get the spray. But meanwhile, Creators sneaking up on Azza. Oh, there we go. Will they get their hits in? Already the first trade-off coming through. Bam and Rana now looking to move on up. Trizen is down. Oh, here we go. Shadowin coming up as well as MZ. Trying to surf the blue back up in towards zone. Trying to find that angle on towards Nexus in the process. They gotta be careful, excuse me, up ahead. Oh, LMV finds the hit up on towards the side of Conqueror. But now, CHASMAC looking to push in. Shadow and goes down. It is up to Azza and Trazen. There we go. Doobie up ahead. Azza spots him out. Finds a beautiful spray down. Mishi also now moving in. Oh, will we see those shots come through? With that, the whole of Nexus get eliminated. To be the last one to fall. But now the pressure is on. All these teams positioned up into the north needs to find their way back. You do see Faker is down. And now it is up to Alush and Ali. Just to try and survive. Up against the side of Unicorns of Love. Chike first up on the hill, up on the high ground, comes in with a beautiful rush as Alush moves in. It is up to Fresh now. Oh, down he goes. Rolkus, the last remaining hopeful. Will he be able to get the trade-off? Only one kill on board, though, for Unicorns of Love. Up comes Ali from Super Young roster. Moving the vehicle up, looking to apply a bit of pressure. But Rolkus Oh, sending up the nades. Trying to play a bit of a hide and seek. Here we go. Oh. Super young roster Ali now trying to use that opportunity to get back to Faker, but unfortunately just barely missing out. Here comes the Lush. Sends up the grenades. Getting pretty close to Rolkus. Not finding the point just yet. Oh, but Rolkus now jumping. Oh, but gets taken right down at the hand of Ali. Now, they need to get the butts back up into zones. We can see the zone shifting all the way back towards Quarry. And now this is where we see the side of the Extreme Slayers, as well as Game Lord finding themselves in quite a favorable position. Game Lord, of course, having that entire open field ahead of them. And Extreme Slayers having the safety of that cave region. I'm curious to see what Exquisite is going to be doing. We see them over on that far western side. And they can use these compounds to just slowly try and pick off the side of the Extreme Slayers. Oh, but of course, well, they're not the only team looking to do exactly that, as we can see Conqueror now coming rushing up into zone, pulling up alongside the Eastern Stars. With that, down goes Vito, down goes Azzy. Beautiful plays coming in. Game Lord now looking to move on through as well, keeping a very watchful eye, hoping for a third-party opportunity. But will Spicy get it done? Bardot also now just holding on to the position they have up in cave. Oh, the 4 Romanian boys also now feeling the pressure. Exquisite sitting back, waiting, watching. Not too fazed by the zone just yet. Athos, meanwhile, is going to try and raise up his teammate. Extreme Slayers are keeping a very watchful eye on LMV. Talon just down below. Bappy keeping a watchful eye, cooking up the nade. Will he get it in? Oh, it is a bit of a risky play coming in from the side of Talon. Wide exposed, but now also just utilizing that to sneak in behind the players of the CHASMAC gaming team. But Talon still needs to deal with Bappy up ahead. Oh, up comes the side of the Vodafone Giants. See the shots coming through. The knocks finding the way on in. Bappy now having to deal with not only the threat coming in from that eastern side, but also now has to try and deal with the Giants. LMV, meanwhile, using the opportunity to get themselves really well established in the zone. Oh, now they're having such a hard time trying to pick who to fight with. I see Hidan and Coronel also looking to move on in. Oh, but here we go with that. The side of super young roster. They get eliminated. LMV playing the ridge line, but they got 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Team Doom up ahead of them. Down goes Frosty. The shots come in now from Doom up on towards LMV. Will Perks find himself in an ideal position? Not quite sure. Unreal now quickly using this opportunity to heal back up. Zero. Just on the edge of zone. Ooh, needs to be careful. Just not alone. But just listen to the beautiful noise going on in the background. Talon now looking to push on through. Nano up ahead gets the knock. Putting that AK to good use. Comes rushing on through. Pocus and Ulysses up ahead. Sebi and Nano already getting downed. Oh, finds a bit of spray on towards Pocus. But Pocus just playing that ridge. Playing the hard cover. Down goes, oh, Talon as he runs straight up into Bappy. Bappy now looking to try and make this one work. Up comes Ulysses. He gets spotted. Gets knocked right on down. It's up to Pocus trying to get ahead of the blue. There's so many players in the vicinity. Will he be able to make it through the pressure? Game Lord up ahead as well. Oh, it's going to be such a difficult position to try and play. We do see the Eastern Stars also holding in the distance. But now, pressure's on Bappy. Still just lying, lurking, waiting for that potential play to come his way. Up comes Yaya, looking to get a bit aggressive, but the side here of the 4 Romanian boys are getting caught in the bowl up in towards Quarry. Doom moving up alongside them. Just holding on the high ground. Game Lord coming in behind them, looking to capitalize on that as well. Absolute chaos just unfolding for Romanian boys. Caught in a very, very tough position. Hoping the zone could have potentially gone the other way, but now they need to try and find their way out of the quarry position. But Robs and Co just lying in wait, lying in ambush. Oh, up comes the side of Exquisite as well. Elisio and Co now looking to push on through. Daddy and Reznov just lining themselves up on the edge of the zone, but the shots come through onto Reznov. 4 Romanian boys might be in a difficult position, but they're not going to be giving up just yet. Focusing all the efforts to get out of the spot. Ooh, forcing the hand of Exquisite as well. Up comes the blue. Will they be able to make it through this one? Looking to play that ridge. Come on. Oh, down goes Royal. It is up to Doran now. Getting quite aggressive, but down he goes as Victor finds the spray. Gets the squad wipe. But now the pressure is on Victor, the last surviving player of Game Lord. Robs, of course, slowly bleeding out. Not quite sure whether or not that res is going to come through. But Exquisite playing the high ground. Now having to reposition all the way back in towards zone. Eastern Stars playing that southern possession. And Jaya, the only player currently within the zone. Oh, but here we go. Game Lord now coming under fire. As Robs gets taken down. Victor now trying to use that opportunity to heal back up. But the threat has not been eliminated just yet. You see Reznov, Daddy, and Elisio still holding up ahead. Victor getting ready to move. Be so careful. Managing to steal the meds. Oh, Daddy sneaking up on the Eastern Stars. Here we go. Athos now the last remaining hopeful. The spray comes in a little bit slow. The animation getting up and oh, Exquisite. Just stepping up. Finding those angles. Oh, Victor gets spotted out as well. Down he goes. And now it is up to Yaya to hold on in zone. But of course, well, we do see Alush coming in for the side of the super young roster. 8 kills on board and applying that beautiful blue zone heal strat. That, of course, is what is going to get them all the way up into that second spot. 8 kills, 10 points, 12 points rather. Beautiful spot to be, but Exquisite also 8 kills on board. Elisio just celebrating, running around, doing some air punching. Daddy MVP just making sure they don't let down their guard just yet. Securing the zone. This, of course, is now the opportune moment for all the players of the Exquisite Decode side to regain their health bars. Make sure they finish the match with the same amount of health they started with. So let's see how far Alush is going to get through this one. He's still got 16 medkits to utilize. They could potentially even maybe see Alush making it all the way up towards zone. Well, that is only, of course, if Exquisite doesn't spot him out in the process. But Alush has no way of knowing that there's only one team left. Who knows? Maybe Alush could still maybe make some magic happen here. But out comes Alush. Med after med. 10 left. 9. It's a very slow countdown. But you can't miss a single beat. If you miss one med, if you're just off by a little bit, that is it. Oh, but Alush Keeps on getting closer and closer to the zone. I'm not quite sure if Olush is going to be able to cover all that distance, as there's only 6 now remaining. 6 medkits. Make that 5. Oh, there we go. The chicken going straight towards Exquisite. Beautifully played, and of course, 8 kills on board. The super young roster finishing strong in 2nd position, also with 8 kills. Then we do have the players here from the TSC Legends taking 3rd place with 3 kills. We've got Game Lord taking 4th with 3, as well as the Eastern Stars with 3 kills in 5th place. Then we have the Extreme Slayers with 4 kills. We got the 4 Romanian boys also on 4. Doom on 3. We got the players there from the Vodafone Giants finishing on 2 kills. We got LMV finishing with a pretty impressive 7 kills, all the way down in 10th. Excuse me, on 2. We got the CHASMAC team finishing in 12th there with 3 kills as well. We got CONQUEROR with 2. We got the players from Unicorns of Love on 2. NEXUS on 1. And that is all she wrote. Big getting sent back empty-handed with a big fat bubble, as Maxman would say. But of course, that is our 3rd match. So we've got 1 more still to come. And of course, we'll be right back over on towards Erangel. So be sure to stay tuned as we get ready to load in to the game. And we'll see you back in a short few moments. Stay tuned. See you in a bit. What's up, guys? Welcome back. All right, so we're getting ready to move into our final match of the day right here on the Exquisite Decode EU PMPL Finalist Mini League, sponsored by esportscrims.com. So be sure to go check them out. The link, of course, right over here. There we go. Say head out, show them some love, and of course, well, yeah, we're getting ready to move into our final match, which will see us heading straight back up in towards Erangel. We're about to jump on the plane, and of course, in our first match, we saw all the players there from Unicorns of Love coming in with a beautiful win, finishing off quite strong. But of course, well, now we need to see whether or not that is going to be a repeat as we jump straight on into the game. So without much further ado, here we are. And of course, we can see our flight path coming in all the way from Georgia Pool, making its way across over on towards Lebovka. So this time around, a little bit more of a northern flight path. So now we look to see where the teams are going to be dropping down, and also where that first initial zone is going to be forming. Will it go to the north? Will it go to the south? Will it stay and just complement the flight path? Will it just move away on towards the extremities? Only a few moments to go to find out where exactly that flight path is going to be heading. But of course, in the meantime, let me know in the chat, who do you think is going to be the team to grab the dub in this game? You know, Unicorns of Love finished off with 15 kills in the first game. On the side there of the Vodafone Giants coming in with 8 kills in second place. LMV taking third. Will we have a kind of repeat as we make our way through this game? could we potentially see one of the other teams actually stepping up, grabbing that winner chicken dinner? The teams are, of course, playing for their share of the $300 up for grabs. Statistically, out of all the teams here, Eastern Stars have had the best luck with regards to those winner chicken dinners. When it comes to a map like Erangel, of course, our zone shifts all the way down towards that far south. So this is definitely going to be super interesting to see where all the teams are going to be heading into and just how they're going to play the zone. You can see that the whole military island up for grabs, open for the taking. Right, so off to a slow, steady start. We do see the side of Nexus and, of course, the super young roster. Pretty close proximity up in towards South George. If we look over on towards the eastern side, we can see the side of Team Doom, the players here from Conqueror, as well as the CHASMAC gaming team. Sharing up on towards that northern coastline. Oh, but here we go. The Extreme Slayers also now starting to make their rotation on in, heading in the direction of zone. But will we see them rotating down on towards the Sosnovka Island, or are they going to stay up on towards the mainland? Here we go. Shadowwind now. Ooh, rushing straight up to the bridge alongside with Asa. Right, so far so good. Pretty safe crossing. And I mean, moving up on towards the Sosnovka Island would be absolutely amazing. That whole region for themselves to explore, to loot, to get themselves set up in anticipation of the coming phase. But here we go now. The players here from the Extreme Slayers also approaching the bridge. And see if Bardot is going to try and cross all the way over. Oh, manages to sneak around. Completely unobstructed. Right, so here we go as they continue to push further down. LMV also now on the approach, heading up towards the western bridge. Let's see, are they going to try and cross as well? If they do, it's going to be so interesting once all these teams meet up over on towards that Sosnovka Island. Oh, there we go. So Talon now getting ready to move on through, adding on another vehicle to the convoy. Right, so quite a few teams now heading all the way down on towards that southern island. Let's see, will the Extreme Slayers also now head up in towards the Nova Crates? Oh, they're getting close. They're not as free as they think they are. It seems like the Extreme Slayers could potentially be heading up a little bit closer towards the radar tower. High ground position definitely going to be quite beneficial, especially if the zone stays down towards the south. There we go, Doobie, the last one from Nexus to rotate on through. Making their way up and towards the zone. A little bit of a PUBG drift happening right here. Doobie is driving with a blown back tire. Quickly changing up towards Rana. Oh, but we do have Machina off in the distance. Very isolated position to be in. But fortunately, the rest of the team is not too far away. Oh, but so many teams actually moving on to the island. We can see the side of LMV up in towards the military base. Up comes the side of the Extreme Slayers. Also wanting a bit of a slice of the pie here. Oh, the Talon gets hit right on down. Burks coming up from behind. As you see Noshi and Buppy holding. Oh, but Burks gets picked up on the outside. Holes now just swooping in. Such a beautiful off-angle play. Now it is up to Love and Hedan to try and make a bit of a stand, a bit of a play. Their numbers already starting to dwindle. Losing all out on quite a few of their players already. But up comes the side of Team Doom, also rotating up. All the way up in the far north, though, we do see the players there, of course, from Big, as well as Game Lord, Unicorns of Love, and the super young roster. Still having to rotate on through. Berg's getting knocked over with the vehicle, but the four Romanian boys are now starting to approach that western bridge as well. Nexus holding on the southern side of that same bridge, with Conqueror over on towards the eastern side. So this is going to get pretty crazy. Could be a little bit of a hot seat. Oh, for Romanian men, just edging their way forward. Got a lot of movement on the map, but no engaging coming through just yet. Unicorns of Love taking their time with that rotation. In no particular rush. It is the first phase, so they can afford to mess around in the blue for a little bit. But of course, ideally, we'd like to see the teams rotating in, setting up those anchor positions. Just bringing in the chaos from that point. Excuse me. Also just holding up on the northern edge of the zone. I'm quite sure if they're trying to daunt the side of Big. But they are quite spread out. Tika potentially trying to just lure them forward. Setting up a bit of a trap, as you can see. Prada also now starting to rotate on through. Trying to park the vehicle off in a safe spot. But Beast & Co. just slowly, steadily advancing up to the edge. Big migration going through as Big now get ready to move on up. Big has about a 3.7% chance on the winner chicken dinner. That, of course, being based on their stats in the Super Weekend. So who knows? Maybe they surprise us all. Come back with an absolutely amazing play as they now just leapfrog their way up ahead of Excuse Me. Positioning themselves on a little bit of a high ground just to the south. But here comes Mango, looking to explore, but he's going to be spotted out by Beast momentarily. Oh, off goes the first few shots. Mango trying to get that element of surprise, but spots out Beast. Down he goes. Prada, meanwhile, getting picked right on up. Tika trying to find a bit of a sneaky approach. Swave and Times just up ahead of them. Up comes the rush. Oh, first one down. Second one flying right past him. Beautiful play actually coming in from Tika. Is he going to try and utilize that? Come on, strike. Strike. Oh, missing out on so many opportunities. Just barely getting the shots up into Beast. But fortunately, Michi gets traded off. Up comes the rush. Mango holding on the off angle. Cooking up the nades. Getting ready to send them on through. Swave just up ahead on the receiving end. Out goes the smoke. Michi does get picked up by that nade. Now it is up to Beast, Times, and Swave to make a stand here for Big. A lot of 5.54 weapons getting utilized here, as we can see Swave swapping back and forth between the M4 and the M249. But will that be enough to secure them a decent position here? Tika still up on the high ground. Prada now trying to send the nades down. Entirety of Big now all caught up in the one single compound. Up they come, just testing the water, seeing if they can find a clear passage. They need to be quick about this because that blue zone is starting to close on up. About 600 meters away. Oh, but here we go. Beast got the grenade in hand, looking to send it up through the window, trying to find a bit of an opening. Oh, he overshoots. Oh, tries a bit of an alternate approach. Hooks it up, sends it in. Michi up top. Managing to evade it, but Beast getting damaged by his own nade. Mishi sending one up in response. Picks up Beast in the process. Times and Swave now having their whole approach here kind of halted as they now need to try and res up their teammate. Mishi moving in. Big quickly dealing with them. And now it is up to EXQUISITE to try and make this whole plan come together. It is up to Mango. Oh, up comes Mango, but down he goes. Quick reaction coming in from the side of Big. Fortunately, the players on the side of EXQUISITE still have Ticker. But Ticker now caught in a very tough position. But as we jump back on to the edge of zone, we do see the players here from EXQUISITE now looking to move closer towards the players here from GameLord, but Conqueror put a bit of a stop to that, throwing a spanner in the works, coming in with this third-party attack. GameLord now trying to get ahead of the blue zone, having a bit of a trade-off. Oh, here we go. Narvalo now rushing in, trying to pick up an easy kill. Down goes the first. Down goes the Elicio as well. So Reznov and Elicio both now getting eliminated. Oh. GameLord now have safe passage to continue to try and push back in towards the zone. But Conqueror are going to try their utmost best to land any and all shots they can, while at the same time still focusing on getting themselves set up within the zone. Conqueror still on the full squad, so they have the numbers. Missing out on that rotation coming in from the side of GameLord. Now with the zone shifting all the way down on towards that southern island, it's going to get quite sticky up on towards the north, as all these teams are yet to rotate down towards the south. You can see, of course, Nano getting picked up. TSC Shaman coming through with a hit. Tam up ahead. Ulysses trying to pick up the spray. Just narrowly missing on that opportunity. Up comes Unicorns of Love as well, looking to get themselves set up. Here we go. Lynn now right up in the business end of that. Tam up on the hill. Moves up, tries to get up. Confirmed. Down goes Fresh though. Tam and the rest of the players here from TSC Legends looking to rotate back. Ooh, but going north before heading south. Sick, and the rest of the players here from the super young roster holding up on the high ground. We're going to see those shots come into Tam. Tam doing a bit of blue zone surfing. In and out, back and forth. Up comes Bujo as well. Nice little bit of a leapfrog play coming in. Up comes Lin now trying to kind of intervene with the rotation. Oh, picks up the beautiful spray onto Bujo. Down he goes. Oh, but not anticipating the position of the super young roster coming in on the off angle there. So Lin getting picked up. Tam also getting knocked right on down at the hand of Rolkus. But of course, the super young roster still holding on to the hillside. Shaman now trying to move up, also getting caught out by the exact same play. Super young roster. Oh, just benefiting off of the chaos so much. But of course, they still need to get all the way back in towards the zone. Same goes for Unicorns of Love. Here we go, Rolkus and GK first. They're trying to make a bit of a leapfrog play here. Ali in a hot pursuit. But will GK first get out of this one? Trying some evasive maneuvers. Oh, Rolkus now coming up with a bit of suppressive play. Knowing that blue zone is causing so much damage, but down goes Rolkus as GameLord come in from behind. What? Narvalo coming in with a beautiful, beautiful sneaky attack. Of course, now the pressure is on. Rushing up towards zone. Quite a bit of distance to cover to make it all the way in securely. But with that, we do see Alush getting taken down by the blue. The players here from Big reduced down to Times, Swave, and Beast as they take the fight up on the bridge. The eastern bridge, rather. As they go toe-to-toe with the players here from Conqueror. Beast now opting into the drink. Having a bit of a splash. Times Now left to his own vices to slowly bleed out. Meanwhile, the players here from Conqueror are going to get right onto smoking it up before pushing back and rotating up on towards the island itself. But unfortunately for them, the players here from CHASMAC have set themselves up on towards that southern edge, gatekeeping them. The Conqueror can still push down into the water and try to see if they could find an alternative way. Or hope that the side of CHASMAC here runs out of ammo or decides to rotate further up into the zone. Oh, beautiful spray down. Shadowin with the M4. Absolutely brutal. Almost devastating. Vito and Co now caught in such a difficult position. Don't have a lot of options remaining. Blue zone is closing up. They're going to start running out of time. And MZ holding up on the opposite end. Positioned on the coastline. Just ready and waiting. Oh, there we go. Down goes Reeves to the blue. Oh, Tika was trying to make the rush, but Vito finds the spray. Conqueror's now being dealt such a tough hand. CHASMAC just capitalizing on the upper hand here. Shadowin finds a beautiful trade-off onto Clink as well. Azzy and Vito, the two remaining hopefuls. But they're running out of time. Azzy down in the water, trying to sneak his way across. He has to come up for breath every now and again before he drowns. But MZ is patiently waiting. He knows that they don't have many options. Beast also in the water, trying to sneak his way around. Trying to get up towards Swave so he can get that res going. But he knows that there's a threat. Oh, Azzy. So close. Coming in with some crocodile maneuvers. Oh, there we go. MZ. Not wanting to overexpose himself. Does rotate up a little bit as he gets picked up by the blue. But now they just rotate up a little bit further away. Just setting up that gatekeep even more so. Vito still alive. Still pushing forward. Making the dash. As he about to succumb to the injuries. There we go. Blue zone doing its thing. As they now trying to heal up. We do have the Eastern Stars also just up ahead. Finding themselves in an engagement. Of course, coming off of the side of the players of the Extreme Slayers. Here comes Holes and Co. Octadaddy rather. Up ahead. Oh, Kapahala gets taken down. Blue zone swooping on through. Extreme Slayers just holding so strong in the south here. Here we go. Noshi trying to find that angle. Octadaddy also now just hiding in the smoke. Bardot right there alongside him. Octadaddy, the last remaining hopeful for the side of the Eastern Stars. Oh, there we go. Nice angle. Picks up one. Not a confirm just yet, but he does get the knock. Oh! Up comes Bappy flying through to close it off with the vehicle. The four Romanian boys also positioned over on towards the western side of the zone. 8 teams remain. And of course, the zone is looking pretty toasty. So many players still remain 22 alive. With that, of course, we do see Ulysses getting eliminated. It is up to Sebi now to try and bring it home for the side of the Vodafone Giants. Oh, the spray's coming on towards Nexus. Not a full squad remain, but they find the hits up on towards the 4 Romanian boys. As you can see, Machina getting knocked right on down. Redox and the rest of the team holding onto the compounds in the hard cover. Redox trying to see if he can find that angle. Just looking to alleviate a little bit of the pressure. Ooh, spots a run up ahead. But Rana now just playing the edge. But 4 Romanian boys making so much noise. Ali is able to sneak up behind them. Extreme Slayers are also now advancing their way back up into zone. Up comes Holes. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The showdown about to happen. Bappy coming up on the hill. Come on. Spots a bit of an angle there. Trying to rotate up right in behind the players there from CHASMAC. Shadowin, Azza, and Trazen holding on here. MZ also right there alongside him. Looking to play it safe on the south. You have Noshi up ahead. We see those angles come on in. Not just yet. Noshi moving a little bit further forward. We still have the players here from Nexus and Big holding up in towards the north. The zone, of course, getting ready to pop up once again. Then we'll be moving into our 6th phase. But here we go. Doobie finds the angle up on towards Trazen. Tries to put the spray through. Oh, just the wrong side. Closes the door as one does when in danger. But of course, now Nexus finds themselves beautiful position up on the northern edge of zone. Meanwhile, Swave is holding on for dear life. 30 seconds remain on the clock. Needs to try and find a play. Find a way back into the zone. He'll be taking quite a bit of damage here. Ali also still alive, just inching his way up alongside the Extreme Slayers. Oh, but he's completely surrounded. Not only by the Extreme Slayers, but also by the side of the 4 Romanian boys. Oh, beautiful nade coming in. Doran sets it up, sends it in, and down he goes. Oh, beautifully played. But of course, now 5 teams remain. Oh, there we go. Bardot gets spotted out. Doran looking to continue with the momentum. Swave getting picked up as well. But now the pressure is on. 4 teams remain, 16 players. So that is 4 full squads rushing on through. A horse getting picked up. Pashina getting knocked. Down goes Royal. Bardot taking a bit of damage. Oh, let's see. Will Doran make something happen here? The play now is on for control of the south. It is the 4 Romanian boys up against the players here from the Extreme Slayers. Noshi. Oh, gets picked right on up. Bardot. And Doran about to go toe-to-toe. Red Ox also just holding off in the distance. There we go. Picks up Bappy in the process. Bardot, the last remaining hopeful now for the side of Extreme Slayers. Up comes Doran looking to push on through. Oh, down goes Doran. Bardot holding his own. 7 kills already on board. Nexus up on the north. Could be applying a bit of pressure, but let's see what happens in the south. Red Ox now just hugging the tree. Bardot trying to find the angle. Hoping a bit of pre-fire will work in his favor. Up comes the nade. Oh, he twitches for a second, but picks up the headshot. Down he goes. What? 3 teams now remain. It is Nexus having 2 players down. It is the side of CHASMAC here. CHASMAC Gaming looking so strong on this eastern side. Oh, beautiful angle on towards Nexus there. But will they be able to follow through? Close it up all the way. Doobie is already down. It is up to Bam now. As Creator and Rona has been knocked. Bam trying to find the angle. Trying to decide between raising up his teammate or securing the position in zone. Extreme Slayers reduced down to Bardot. But Bardot so far holding his own in the pressure. CHASMAC looking so amazing. Full squad remains. But they don't have the position in zone just yet. But they do have the numbers, so they could just flex their way up into the zone. See the caution. They don't want to give up the position just yet. Could potentially look to go through Bardot. Oh, beautiful shot there from Azza. Up comes the rush. Trazer now looking to push into zone. Oh, they're rushing straight on through. Oh, come on. Down goes Bam. Azza picks up a beautiful hit. Bardot now feeling the pressure. Gets completely surrounded. Down he goes and gets devoured as the players here from CHASMAC make their way on through. Bam getting knocked on down. It is up to Creator to make the final stand for Nexus up against CHASMAC Gaming. Up comes MZ. Oh, Creator not giving up just yet. Come on, can he find the angle? No, he gets picked right on up. Down he goes. And it is game, set, match. CHASMAC finishing strong in the final match of the day, bringing in 8 kills alongside their winner chicken dinner. Nexus getting sent back in second place, empty-handed. And of course, the side there of the Extreme Slayers finishing up in third place with a very lovely double-digit 10 kills on board. 4 Romanian boys finishing over in 4th place with 5 kills. And of course, the team there from Big taking 5th with 6 kills. We do see the side there of the super young roster finishing off with 3 kills. We see the players then also there from the side of CONQUEROR finishing with 4 kills on board. Gamelord finishing on 4 kills, as well as Excuse Me with 1, Unicorns of Love with 3, TSC Legends finishing with 2 kills. Then the players there from Exquisite only managing 2 kills. And sadly, LMV getting sent back to the lobby first, completely empty-handed as well. But there we go. There we have it. That is the end of our matches for today. Some pretty entertaining stuff. But of course, it is only the first day. So we still have 3 more days all lined up for you. So be sure to join in as we continue with the action again tomorrow, running through the same maps, same teams, but even more PUBG mobile action. So be sure to tune in, same time tomorrow. See you guys all back again, and hope you have an absolutely fantastic evening. Stay safe.